Hi everyone, as you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be comparing different clothing platforms to sell clothes. Different apps or platforms to be selling clothes on. I'm going to be using eBay, Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, not really sure how to say it, Relove, and Vinted. I don't know if 6 is like normal or if it's extreme, but I'm just really desperate to get my clothing out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post the same clothing on all 6 of the apps. I'm gonna price them about the same. Literally just gonna see which app brings the most traffic and brings me the most sales. With that being said, I'll report back in a week and we'll see what I come up with. So the first thing I do obviously is take photos of the clothing. So I usually use like a ghetto makeshift tripod, or sometimes I'll use an actual phone stand or tripod, but I like to take them by myself so I can do as many poses or retakes as I need. Also, sometimes I'll have my sister or Kelly model them for me. I usually like to have them on somebody. I just think it looks a lot better on a person so buyers can imagine what it looks like. Of course, sometimes the clothing doesn't fit me or just doesn't look good on me, and then I'll just hang it on the wall. So after I'm done taking my photos, I go through my camera roll and delete what I don't want, and then I'll use Lightroom to edit my photos. On Lightroom, I have a preset which is like a filter that can be used for all my photos, and what it does is just brighten my photos, and also it makes my feed look uniform because it's the same preset. And lastly, I basically just write the same caption for all of the websites because ain't nobody got time for that. For Depop and Poshmark, I use a lot of hashtags, but for the other app, they don't allow like excessive random words and they'll report your post. So I have all of my clothing posted on the different platforms. I will see you in a week and hopefully the clothing will be cleared out. Hey guys, so it's officially been a week. Before I share my results with you, I'm just gonna quickly show the stuff that I posted. If you're not interested in seeing what I posted, just skip ahead. I'm also gonna show you on my phone so you can see what it looks like from the buyer's perspective. This is the first item. It's Brandy Melville. Next up, I have this Urban Outfitters romper. It's like the crushed velvet romper. Just a plain black long sleeve shirt, a Topshop bandeau, a little black cropped tank top, off the shoulder top, this dress, little tank top slash crop top. This is a Kendall and Kylie shirt, skirt, brand new, never worn. Everything else that I've mentioned is either brand new or like worn once, so in perfect condition. This lace up t-shirt, Calvin Klein t-shirt. So yeah, that is what I posted. I posted some stuff like during the week, but I'm not including that in this little video because I said that I'd only see what went well in a week. Basically, the Brandy Melville crop top, this sold within like half an hour of me posting it. Someone first offered me a cheaper price, but I didn't reply to that one yet, and I'm glad I didn't because someone bought it at full price literally a few minutes after. The skirt, the original price of the skirt was $50. I think someone lowballed me and said that they take it for $10. That didn't go. This sold like the next day. I sold this crop top. I priced it at $8, but then someone wanted it for $7. So I just gave it to them. This is from PacSun. It is brand new, but it's way too small for me, and I figured, you know, it's better to receive some money rather than just have it sitting in my closet doing nothing. Anyways, that is it, but let me now talk about the apps. The selling fees are like insanely high. It's really annoying. For sales under $15, they take $2.95 away from that. So if you're selling something for $5, you're literally making $2. And on top of that, their shipping just is outrageous. Like, let's say I'm shipping a tiny little tank top, shipping will probably be $2 or $3, but they charge a flat rate of $6.79, I believe. That's just not worth it. So the Depop fee isn't as bad, it's 10%. What I like about Depop is you can choose if you want to ship on your own, which means you don't have to go off their rates. Also, you get to choose whether the seller or the buyer gets to pay for shipping. Mercari also takes 10%, which isn't too bad, and for shipping you get to choose if the buyer or the seller ships, and if the seller is paying for shipping, sometimes you get to ship on your own, which means you don't need to use their prices. You just pay whatever you want, which is pretty nice. Another thing that I like about Mercari is that it shows you how many views your items get. From that you can see which items are more popular. The selling fees aren't that bad. It's 5% and buyer always pays for shipping. So honestly, I don't really know how much the shipping is because I've never bought anything off of Vinted. Okay, I don't like Relove because their selling fee is kind of high and they also charge a transaction fee. I just really didn't like Relove. I have to say their app was designed really nice and it's really user friendly. For eBay, sometimes they actually have listing fees, which I highly do not recommend. A lot of the time, eBay will offer like 100 free listings and then you get to list 100 things for free. But other times you have to pay a fee just to list items. eBay also takes 10%. For shipping, you can either charge a fixed cost, you can pay for it on your own, or you can just have the buyer pay for whatever the actual shipping cost is at the post office. The platform that worked best for me is Mercari. I made 2 of my sales from there. The PacSun crop top and then the red Brandy Melville top. On eBay is where I sold the Calvin Klein top. And yeah, that's it. I think I'm just gonna delete Relove and Vinted because for both of those I did not get any traffic. For my opinion, brands that sell best are Brandy Melville, Tommy Hilfiger, and Calvin Klein. People seem to really like things that are cropped. I was watching a YouTuber's video on selling clothing. She had like an Adidas sweater and she cropped it, and she said that by cropping it the value went up like $10 or $15. Other things that sell well are like rare vintagey items. Just from my experiences from selling, on Depop is where people like to buy more like vintagey or used items. Mercari is where people buy like newer brandy items. I feel like Poshmark is just a mix of everything. eBay, I'm sure you guys already know. As for Relove and Vinted, I really can't say anything because there's nothing there. So now that I've deleted Vinted and Relove, I can focus on the other apps and hopefully I'll make more sales in the future. If you guys want to see a video on like specifics of shipping, specifics of taking pictures or anything like that, just let me know. I honestly haven't been selling clothes for long. I think it's been about a month or so, but I've made a good amount of sales in the past month. Just this past week was one of the slower weeks, but that's okay. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Also, if you want to check out any of like my platforms for selling clothes, like my closet, I will have them linked down below. Thank you and goodbye.